An Islamic eschatology, Al-Masih ad-Dajjal, is widely categorized as a biological entity. Traditional interpretations describe a physical, one-eyed figure whose arrival signals the final hour of humanity. Relying on this rigid literalism creates a specific danger when interpreting real-world events. It forces modern occurrences into a mythological mold. We see this in the aftermath of the 2018 earthquake and tsunami that struck Palu, Indonesia. This photograph captures the physical impact of a 7.4 magnitude event caused by the Palu Koro Fault. It was a tectonic shift that displaced the ocean floor. However, conspiracy theories soon emerged, linking the disaster to the Eye of Dajjal, or local rituals. Proponents of these theories viewed the geological rupture through the lens of ancient monsters rather than earth sciences. Mapping 7th century biological descriptions onto 21st century physics creates a diagnostic blind spot. It obscures the actual nature of global threats by searching for a literal giant. Decoding the threat of the Dajjal requires moving past sensationalist tropes. We need an academic framework to translate the ancient text into the modern world. This diagram illustrates Jorge J. E. Gracia's triadic structure for interpretation. It provides a method for separating original historical intent from the objective text and its eventual application. The first tier is the historical meaning. This examines the linguistic and cultural horizon of the 7th century audience who first codified the tradition. The second and third tiers distinguish between the objective words on the page, the functional meaning, and the implicative meaning, which is how that truth translates into a current reality. Gracia's model treats ancient prophecy as a dynamic framework. It allows us to view the Dajjal not as a fossilized myth, but as a lens for analyzing modern systems of deception. This manuscript anchors us in the historical horizon of 7th century Arabia, where the descriptions of the Dajjal were first recorded. Linguistic analysis reveals that the term al-Masih ad-Dajjal is not an isolated Arabic development. It is a lone phrase with deeper roots. We can trace the phrase back to Syro-Aramaic, the language of the region's earlier theological traditions. This ISCS exhibit highlights the phonetic link. In Syro-Aramaic, Mshīḥa Dagalā translates to the false messiah or anti-messiah. The Arabic term Dajjal retains the morphological root Dagalā, meaning to cover, falsify, or lie. It is a linguistic formula for the concealment of truth. This creates a specific theological paradox. Both the healer, Isa, and the deceiver share the title of Al-Masih, or Messiah. Isa is the Messiah because he is the anointed healer who reveals truth. The Dajjal is the Messiah because his eye is described as erased. He is the Messiah of concealment who covers truth with falsehood. The term Dajjal functions as an ancient linguistic formula for the systematic inversion of truth. Applying Gracia's second tier, the functional meaning, requires an objective look at the claims within the Sahih Hadiths. The text provides specific physical identifiers, a figure blind in one eye, and a mark on the forehead consisting of the letters K-F-R, shorthand for Kafir, or concealer of truth. These sources also list specific capabilities: the power to command rain, to manipulate the life cycle, and to travel the earth at impossible speeds. Viewed solely through a 7th century lens, these descriptions sound like a physical sorcerer performing desert magic. However, freezing the text in its original horizon makes it incapable of identifying modern threats. The description must be translated into the language of the current era. Gracia's third tier, the implicative meaning, translates these 7th century miracles into 21st century realities. The one eye functions as a metaphor for a singular materialistic worldview, a system that calculates and observes that lacks ethical or spiritual sight. Consider the first miracle, the ability to command the sky to bring rain. This is a modern geoengineering system. Through cloud seeding and weather manipulation, human infrastructure now accomplishes what was once described as supernatural. The second miracle, the power to simulate life or bypass death, finds its modern parallel right here in our time. This maps onto current transhumanist projects and AI cloning, where technology is used to manipulate the fundamental definition of biological life. These capabilities are powered by integrated hardware and global data networks. The magic is a product of silicon and logic gates. Finally, the third miracle, the ability to traverse the Earth instantly and manipulate the building blocks of reality. This infrastructure, like the particle detectors at CERN, represents the pinnacle of modern material mastery. It allows for the manipulation of subatomic reality. The miracles attributed to the Dajjal align with the capabilities of modern technical systems operating without a central ethical grounding. We have traced the path from ancient Syriac roots to modern technological paradigms using Gracia's interpretive model. Eschatological warnings like the false messiah function as recurring patterns of behavior rather than fixed historical endpoints. The Dajjal is an active formula. It describes any system where extreme technical capability is used to manipulate reality and conceal truth. Using a linguistic and academic framework allows us to identify these patterns in the present. It moves the text past naive literalism. Rigorous textual analysis provides a higher resolution for understanding these warnings, allowing specific desert descriptions to align with the technical realities of the 21st century.